Hi everyone. I know it's been a while since I sent you a video message, since I was combing out my hair, and so I wanted to give you an update as to where I'm at with everything and how I've been feeling. So first of all, that video, oh my God, thank you for all the well wishes and the Bible verses and the blessings, and I'm just super um, grateful for the overwhelming response. And with that video, I was making it really personally for me and debating if I was going to release it. And so I just had uploaded to YouTube, and somehow it got released to the public. I was like, that had to be God. God wanted it released, and He knows me. I would have just kind of sat on it and not released it probably. So it was released, and I'm grateful it was released. And yeah, so all right, so I have a list of things I want to go through to make sure I don't remember because it's been so many days. Oh my God. Okay, so, oh yeah, so the hair video. um, as I was like kind of combing it out, and you do see eventually, like I smiled. That really was a 20-minute video, and I wanted to like not watch the whole thing over again, right, personally. And so I was speeding it up, playing around with that. There was this song that was in my head, so I added that song, and yeah, and so I was like, okay, I think I can watch it now. And again, like I said, it was originally going to be just for me personally. And you can see when I start smiling, and it was like all of a sudden a weight was lifted off of me, and it felt so good. And um and the reason why I just started going in combing my hair because I could not sleep. That didn't matter if I slept on my right side, left side, back side. It was like my hair was hurting my head. And I was like, okay, Sabrina, you got to let this go. You have to let this go or you're not going to sleep. And so that's why I started combing. I was like, let me just capture it. Um, and so, yeah, that's how the video came about. And I'm fine with losing my hair. I know that was a lot of questions. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. And like I said, it was like a weight was lifted. And I always wanted to like know how my hair would be short, but I just never wanted to, do the cutting. So, I had the long hair all my life. And so but I never wanted to do the cutting. So this is exciting that I did the cutting. I do have like just a few strands of hair, not a lot. You saw in the video, it's pretty much gone, like 90% gone. So my next video of like losing my hair is probably when I would be, I guess, like shaving it off or cutting it. I don't know how it works, but pretty much cutting it all off so it can be, nothing up there. But I do have like some streaks. But when I say some, I mean like like 5 streaks of hair. But anyways, I'll do that in another video when I do like losing my hair. I guess that would be part 3 when I take it, just all off. Anyways, it's like already 95% gone, 98% gone already, but it'll be like the final. Anyways, but I'm looking forward to, when I'm done with everything and, later start to grow back, how it grows back. So I'm looking forward to that. And I will say, oh my God, washing my hair was like, whoo, so easy, quick. Oh my God. Doing my hair to go out, I'm like, I put something on it, and then I brush, 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 and I'm done. Yay! And then I put a hat on. So it's been so much easier maintenance on my hair. Um, anyway, so next, so after I did that video, I ended up, I was used the restroom, and afterwards, I was like almost passed out on the floor. I felt so weak. I was on the floor. I had to call for my husband to come. and helped me up and helped me to the bed. But I got so weak and sick. I was already kind of feeling sick, but the weakness just really picked up. And so I guess it was 20 minutes and it used so much of my energy just combing out my hair. And then the next day, when I showered and washed my hair and I was conditioning, I felt weak again. And so I was trying to hurry up and condition. And so those 2 days was really tough for me. I was like super sick. I was weak. Called the office. Triage nurse talked to me. They said they'd get back. They did not get back to me that day, but that's okay. So I sent a message in the portal. One thing I know that when you send like emails and messages, those things that's documented, they have a time frame that they must respond, and which is kind of different from like a phone call. It's not like tracked the way it is in like messages. And so I knew that if I put a message out there, I was going to get a quick response, which I did. And so she was telling me about the different medicines that I should try to take. And that was super helpful. I'm so grateful for the information. And that really helped me about the medicine. I think I was kind of taking it all wrong. And so after I figured that out, that helped me with the sickness that I was feeling in my stomach. And got the energy as well. So I think learning how to take the medicines and when to take the medicines is key to helping me when I'm like feeling sick and weak. All right. And so I'll talk to you about my sick days. But I got through it. Thank you so much for your prayers. Man, it was one night I was like, nah, I'm not doing chemo anymore. I am done. This is it. And then I was like, oh, I have to continue. I've started. I have to continue. I got to see it to the end. So one of the things I might do, I don't know yet, I may try to see if I can delay it a couple of days. I don't know. We'll see. I'm praying about it, and I know God will lead me. All right. So, and that brings us to Thursday. Oh my God, I have a senior. She's going to be graduating soon. Oh my God, last year in high school. And so she had senior picture day on Thursday. And Wednesday, I was like, I don't know. I really want to be there. And God answered prayers. Man, I had unbelievable strength on Thursday to be able, she drives now. She don't have a license yet, but she drives. And so she was able to do all the driving. And yeah, I was there to be able to be helicopter mom. And to be able to watch them take pictures of her, change clothes and the pictures. It was so beautiful. And part of me being helicopter mom, I was behind the camera person doing my pictures, doing my videos. Like, hold up, wait a minute, one moment, let me fix this part of her hair. But it was so much fun, and it's one of those moments that it's like just once in a lifetime. And I know I'm not supposed to be around crowds and everything because there was so many kids there, but that was like another once in a lifetime moment that, you know, I had to go, and God blessed me to go, give me the strength, the unbelievable strength to be able to do that. So that was amazing. And let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, for the senior pictures. So I was so sick that week, and I didn't get a chance to schedule anything for her hair or anything like that. And she's like, it's okay, Mom. I can rock my natural. And one thing I've made sure that my daughter is able to do is know how to take care of her own hair. So before she, put whatever, she refuses to do a perm, which is good. But she's learned to take care of her natural hair and be comfortable with her natural hair, and rock her afro or rock her curly, and she can do all kinds of things with her hair. So I'm so proud of that she knows how to do that. So that's awesome. So she's like, Mom, it's okay. I can just rock a certain style, and she knows how to take care of her hair. And so, but I reached out to my neighbor, and she's like, yep, I can help her with her hair. So she decided to put braids in her hair, and I was like, I can't even get out to help my daughter get hair, and my neighbor said, don't worry, I got hair. And so it all worked out. I know it was last minute on my neighbor, but shout out to Miss Loretta coming through with the styling of my daughter's hair last minute. And it just all worked out. Man, all worked out. It, I'm just blessed, and I'm grateful. Yeah. I'll show you a couple of pictures, one or two. I don't know. Maybe. All right, so that was her picture. And one more thing about going to the for the senior pictures. She was able to pick up her schedule, and my little Nadia, her last period, she was gonna be it was gonna be a free period. Oh, but no, she don't want a free period. So we was able to talk to the counselor, get some things worked out, and it just worked out perfectly for her schedule. She's so happy about her schedule. Basically everything she wanted, and no free period. So I was super happy because originally the counselor was like, send an email, and they'll figure it out later. And oh no, it wasn't that day it was the next day when we went back to the school to work on some other things. So the day of picture day is when the counselor's like, send an email if you want something changed. The next day, we came back to do some other things at the school, and the counselor's like, oh yeah, let me just go in, let's see what we can do for Nadia. And they just worked it all out. She was like, sometimes, once in a while, I'm able to do this. And it worked out perfectly for Nadia. So she is happy with her schedule, and I just pray it doesn't change. Um, so, yeah. So that takes us into Friday. Um, we had to do school shopping, right? So Nadia's school is uniform. I'm grateful there was no long lines because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Again, God's strength was made perfect in me, and I did it all with God's strength, and we got the things we needed. And then we saw one of her friends. Um, we saw one of her friends and the parents. She's known him, and we've known the parents since I think it was first grade, maybe. It's been a very long time, so many years that we've known him and the parents. So it's amazing to see them again, and we just kind of talked and everything. The kids was trying on the clothes in the dressing room, and something amazing happened. They got in line before us, and they came back. It was like, hey, get in line. Come with us, and allowed us to use their military discount. And another blessing. I was like, thank you so much. And financial blessing is always helpful as well. So saved a lot of money because those uniforms are expensive. So I was happy about that. Grateful, and we had dinner. Oh, the other thing that happened during that, so her friend is growing his hair, and it's beautiful. It's just be swaying, and I've been like, oh my God, your hair is so beautiful. Just watching his hair grow, because I see him like every single year. Um, and so just watching him grow to be super tall, and going from like keeping his hair short to like within the last year just growing his hair. I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's just swaying. And his parents let me know that, hey, um, he's actually growing his hair to donate it for a wig to be made for someone who needs one, going through cancer treatment, and who needs a wig. And I disclosed to them, what I was going through. And they were like, "Oh my God, you can be the donor." And so one of the things I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna wear a wig, but I know for sure. I'm loving doing different hats and caps and all that stuff. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait to pick out my next cap when I go to the cancer center. Shout out to those who make these. Thank you, and donating them to these cancer centers. So excited to pick up my next hat. But anyways, and so they're super excited. I think he's going to be cutting his hair, I think next year, early next year. So they're excited, and I was like, wow, that'll be a blessing. Somebody that I actually know. And watching his hair grow, and he takes really good care of his hair. It just be flowing all everywhere. It's just beautiful. Anyways, so I want to share that. I was like, wow, no, another blessing coming my way, right? Because I hear those, when they do it like that, it can be very expensive. So super excited about that. Um, and more to come on what I'm gonna do. I don't know, but for sure, I would definitely accept that gift. Um, and Saturday. So Saturday, oh my goodness, God's strength again. I know I'm not supposed to be out at events, but I was out at a Girl Scout event. It's the annual kickoff, and this is most likely my last year as a Girl Scout troop leader. And so I wanted to do the event. Yes, it's a lot of people. I did mask up, Candace. I know that's your first question, and I got proof, so I'm going to show you a picture of me with my mask. Or maybe I had my mask off for the pictures, but I'm telling you, I did have my mask. But I'll show you some pictures. Let me show you some pictures. All right, so the Girl Scout event, it's an annual event really for volunteers to kind of get to know what's going on with Girl Scouts, what's been going on, and what's coming up in the next year. And so I went, and I'm just so grateful. I was able to be there the entire day. Wow. And I went with the salad for lunch. I got to talk about food. And for breakfast, oh my goodness, they had breakfast burritos, fruit. I ate. I ate. One thing about this chemo, which is different from some people, is that my stomach be like, feed me, Sabrina. And I just be so hungry. Oh my God. But anyway, so I had a lot of breakfast, had a lot of lunch, had a lot of snacks at the Girl Scout event. So got to talk to a lot of vendors, so many vendors that's supporting our girls. It was just amazing. And got some inside scoop for you. Shh. So there's a new cookie this year. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be another sandwich cookie. Mm-hmm. And it is going to, now the hint, this is only hints. We didn't see the cookie, we didn't taste the cookie. They are not going to release that information until like sometime in September. Um, but yeah, I'll stop there. But yeah, I'm like, I can't wait for the cookie. It sounds so good, without them giving us too many details. They had me at it's gonna initially taste like chocolate, but there's other flavors that's gonna be part of it. I was like, oh, you got me there. You got me there. I love chocolate. So I'm excited about the new cookie. And I think I know the name, which I'm not gonna say. But I figure out how to mm-hmm. I'm not gonna share here. But yeah, did some digging and I think I know the name of the new cookie. Um, anyway, so uh, yeah, that was the whole thing. So I'm excited about it. Sunday, yes, I know. Crowds, not supposed to be around crowds. Did it again. I went to church. And I'm super grateful that I was able to make it to church. But again, I did wear my mask. Yes, Candace, I had my mask on. and I love to sit on the floor and up close. But this time I sat in the balcony and away from everybody, so I try to do my whole safety thing and have my mask and try not to be close to anybody. But I had to go visit Mother Nix. Oh my gosh, shout out to Mother Nix. I love her dearly. I feel my grandmother passed away and then she came into my life. So I feel like she's my new grandmother. But her name is Mother Nix, and her birthday is coming up this month. She's 104 years old. She'll be 105 years old coming up this month. And it was so funny that so I went up to her. So I have my cap on, I have my glasses on, I have my mask on. And so when I came up to her, she had this pose that looked like, who is this person in my face? And I was like, Mother Nix, it's me. She still was looking. I was like, it's Sabrina. And then you can tell her eyes was like, oh. And it just amazes me that, I'm not a relative of hers. And I came, later in her life. Like, I think I met Mother Nix when she was in her 90s. And for her to still remember me is just amazing at her age. And again, like, I'm not a relative of her, and that's just amazing. It just says a lot about God's hands on her life. And so she's like, oh my God. So I sat down next to her and I said, I'm in chemo now. And, I've been having like some sick days, but I'm doing good. And she just grabbed my hand and she just went to praying. Oh my God. What a beautiful prayer she prayed for me, and I'm super grateful to Mother Nix. And then she was talking to me about, okay, now here's what I want you to do. And then I said, okay, I'll do it. And she's like, okay, I want you to look it up on your phone right now so I can make sure you're in the right spot. I was like, okay, Mother Nix. So I looked it up and she's like, let me see. And she's like, okay, yep, that's it. So I was like, okay, so I screenshot it so I won't forget. Then she's like, and I want you to do this. And I'm like, okay. She's like, no, I really need you to do this. And we're going to see what God is going to do for you. And I said, okay, Mother Nix. She was like, okay, you have my number? And I said, yes, I have your number. She was like, show it to me. So I showed her and she was like, let me see. I was like, here you go, Mother Nix. It's so funny. She was like, yep, that's my number. You got my number. I said, I'm going to reach out to you. She's like, okay, you definitely do that. I said, I will. And so it was just such a blessing. So I'm glad that I went because um, she just gave, she prayed for me and she just gave me lots of information. It was wonderful. And then about 9 that night, Sunday night, I get a text message. Guess who? Mother Nix. I was like, oh my God, Mother Nix is texting me. It's after 9 o'clock. Why is Mother Nix texting me? So it's amazing that, like, one, she remember my name, right? She remembers me, and then two, she remember our entire conversation, and she texts me first. I was just gonna text her later on in the week, but she texts me that night. She's like, "Okay, Lady Sabrina." So she found my number. And she's like, Lady Sabrina, thank you so much for coming and speaking with me today. So here's what I want you to do. God has pressed it on me to tell you that here's the things that you need to do. She gave me specific instructions. That was amazing. And it's just, I'm grateful to God that he brought her into my life and he remembered me. So let me start there. God remembered me and he used Mother Nix. It, all I can say that was only God. That was only God. And she sent me messages and everything. And I was like, oh my goodness, look at Mother Nix. And so she remembered our conversation too. And it was just amazing. Yeah, I got out this weekend. I have to live, y'all. I have to live. There's so many moments that if I decided not to do, they're just like major God moments that I would be missing out on, y'all. And moments like with my daughter that, hey, this is not gonna come around again. This is her last year of high school. And so I'm living regardless of what I'm going through. Yeah, I think that's it. Uh, I got through Sunday and Monday. Uh, yeah, my daughter's first day of school. Oh, but wait, there's more. So yeah, I'm at Monday, and so it's my daughter's. I didn't have it on my paper. That's why I forgot. My daughter's first day of school. Not school. I keep saying that. Oh my God, it's my daughter's last first day of 12th grade of high school. Like this is it. This is and I was there. I was so happy. They had like senior breakfast and I was able to participate, but of course I had my mask on and I kind of stood away. But I was there. I gave to help with the celebration, and I was there with the moments with my daughter, and it was amazing. My daughter's like, Mom, talk to my friends," and they were like, "Oh, Miss Sabrina, we're so happy to see you again." And yeah, it's beautiful. Anyway, so there we go. We're all caught up, and I'll let you know if I do chemo this Thursday or if it gets pushed out. I'm in prayer about it and what to do. I do go to the doctor Wednesday, and we're going to talk about some things. And I think that I kind of let me know at that point about the whole chemo thing of if I'm going to proceed or if I'm going to push it out a few days or whatever. Um, so yeah, I think yeah that's pretty much it. And man, I'm super grateful to you all. You watch my videos, you comment, you like, you share. I'm just thank you so much. Like I said, man, these videos. Um, like, it encourages me. Like, sometimes I'd be like, "Oh," and I was like, "But I gotta do a video to let them know how I'm doing." And so that gives me the energy and I'm like, yeah, I'm just so grateful to you all. Thank you. And yeah, I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate all your love and all of your support. Thank you. And yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful week, and month, and or whatever day, night, whenever you're watching this. Love you all so much. Lots of love, lots of love. All right, bye. Team Sabrina.